Hi. So, I'm new to this, but we'll try to do this. I'm just going to go through some of these pictures so you can see them and I can kind of talk about them. This is right close to our guest house in Tokyo. Johnny, of course, is here. There's a school on the right side of this image, a public school, and then beside that is a language school, mostly for young adults. Okay, and this is from basically where Johnny was standing, looking at that public school. Um, that was what we see in front of us now was on his left. Okay, down the road a bit is a 7-Eleven, which was close to our place. And I just wanted to capture what it looks like here. I had a little bit of a surprise. One of the things that we see here is the wine in green here on the sign very close to us. Looking over here, we can see that it's also called Seven Bank. Wow, that was a little surprising, um, but it was a useful place. Here it is. Um, Shoot, I can't show you this because it's invisible from this angle, but inside, at most of these places, including supermarkets and other stores, as well as 7-Eleven, you don't line up by the register. Instead, what you do is there's this place where they actually show footprints. You're supposed to stand there and wait for you to be called over to the register, similar to when you're checking in at an airport, that kind of thing. Um, what's next? Oh, yes. This is the road, a hilly road, steep one too, which connects the main road for traffic and the little road that we use to walk to our place. It has these octopus-looking sucker marks here, which I think are intended to give some traction when someone is trying to drive up the hill or maybe also down the hill in weather such as rain or snow. I've seen a truck get stuck at the bottom of the hill and have a great deal of difficulty starting up the hill in the rain, spinning wheels and having to back up several times trying to get up. Finally made it. Okay, what do we got else? Oh, this is just a place with rooms to let. This is the supermarket right on the main road, which leads to the train station in Tagadano Baba, and it is right before the turn we used to go down that hill, which we just saw. So we took these pictures as we were going out to go grocery shopping. And these are really grocery stores, not supermarkets. They don't have the super part, just food um, in general, from what I saw, my limited experience. Um, and this, of course, the name of it reminds us of that great Lionel Richie song, Say You, Say Me. Wonderful. This is the same supermarket, or grocery store, I should say. Um, Here is inside a McDonald's. The tables are very small and narrow, and there are lots of them. Um, so it's not roomy at all. Um, but they do have things to eat, which is always nice at a restaurant. They drive on the opposite side of the road from America and Taiwan. As you can see, the bicycle indication is on the road edge here, going in the direction we wouldn't expect. Johnny is also standing there. This mailbox here is very much in the style of the ones that are in use in Taiwan now. This is from the second of my teachers at the low-cost Japanese classes at a university not too far from where we were living. This has all of the different phonetic alphabet that they use for writing foreign words, um, and they follow a basic pattern, although the pattern is broken sometimes. I'm not going to try to show off by reading those to you now because I'm not good at it. Okay. This person in front of you is not me because I was taking the photograph, but this is actually on our first day at Disney, outside the entrance to Tokyo Disneyland. And we can see more of this entrance area. They were doing some work on the side. What else we got? Oh, yes. This is the actual monorail station that we had just come out of at that time. You can see the same fella taking a selfie over here. The monorail station connects the train station to the two parks and hotels and stuff. You can see a hidden Mickey there on the floor, lovely as that is. Let's move on. Approaching. Okay, here we are in the. Well, it's not Main Street, USA, that's for sure, but the function is similar, and some of the places are the same names, including the Emporium. This is, of course, roofed, as you can see, so that people can not get so wet in the rain, which is frequent. Walking in, and you can see the various places. How lovely. There's the Emporium, the Grand Emporium, this one. And it's that. There's a place where you can meet the characters. Here's the castle they have here. Pretty nice. And gosh, we can see Walt and Mickey standing ahead of us, but let's get a little closer. We can see it again. Here they are. Um, all who come to this happy land. How you doing? Yes, lovely. Everything. You've seen that before. You've seen a lot of these things before. Although, from what I read, the Tokyo Disneyland and related things are not actually owned by Disney directly, but instead by some, rich developer or something. But apparently they license everything really heavy and using their stuff, including many of the exact, replicas or made from the same mold in many cases that you'll see ahead. Um, Here's Forky from the new Toy Story movie, looking at us with real live flowers, or probably fresh today. Uh, there's Tink and Pinocchio and stuff. Yes. Here's approaching the hub here, Jonathan, our friend and kid. Here's the entrance to Space Mountain. This place here was going to look rather familiar to you, I believe, although the painting seems a little different to me. Or maybe it's my memory is not that great. But here's Space Mountain, the first thing we went to right away. And it's this one presented by the Coca-Cola place that they sell, Australian goods. Right. So here we are waiting. Here is what they call not Frontierland as we are used to, but instead Western Land. And it is basically the old cowboy kind of theme stuff, but they just give it a different name to further confuse people. Here's a little grove with our pals from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Here is the side of the Haunted Mansion, and it does go by that name. Here is Mary Blair's home turf. It's a small world, which I don't need to tell you. Here's the teacup ride. I very nearly had trouble containing myself there. And the carousel or merry-go-round. But a lot of things go around. Here's the PhilharMagic, which we did not enter. Here, this is actually forced perspective stuff, but a restaurant with an Alice in Wonderland themed restaurant, which we'll see more of soon. And here's the exterior of Haunted Mansion. I was very excited to come here. I just spent a while going through some of these photos with the class that I was teaching today, so I have practiced and can be a little more efficient and on target, not second guessing these photos. But it's beautiful, and we'll see the sign in a short minute.